Today we will talk about Docker, microservice, and serverless architecture. My name is Lokender Singh Rathod, working as senior software engineer at AleaIT Solutions. Docker is a platform which allows us to run, build, and share application inside container. We can build different containers to run an application. Like we can build a different container for backend, front end, and also database. And like we can use any database and backend and front end inside Docker. Now let's talk about microservice and Docker. If we are building a big application like any shopping website, so we can use microservice architecture. In microservice architecture, we build small application instead of a big monolith application. So in this time also Docker plays a good role because like we can build separate container for every microservice, and like we can use everything like Redis database and any database in this. Also like this made easy deployment while we are deploying different microservice, because there will be a lot of microservices. Now let's talk about serverless and Docker. Serverless means run code on demand without managing the servers and infrastructure. We use this when like we don't want to running our applications every time. And like on the other hand, like we use Docker when we want to keep running our application every time. Now let's talk about why Docker is required and why we use Docker. Because Docker provides such key functionality like scalability, portability, and fast deployment. Docker also help us in local development. Without Docker, if we are running any microservice, then it is hard to run on local, because we require to set up too many things like database, backend, and front end, all those things, and we need to download all those things. But while we are using Docker, then just we need to run one or two commands and it will set up everything for us, and we can focus on development instead of local setup. Docker made developers life easy. At Alea, we are using Docker, serverless, and microservices. Recently, I worked on a project where we got a monolith application and we broke down that monolith application on small microservices. To know more about upcoming trends and Docker, subscribe the channel and click the bell icon.